Hey guys, today we're back in the world of John Wick, giving our review on Ballerina. Let's get into it.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Till the End of the Line podcast. I'm your boy Juan G, and always with me, my right-hand man who's on my left.
Kikiti.
That's right, and we are back to talk about Ballerina, a story from the world of John Wick, which we were excited about when we first heard news of this. I at first thought it was going to be a story about the Asian woman who was the daughter of the Continental in, what was it, Japan? In John Wick 4. I thought they were going to do that as this movie, but they pivoted and they did a different story.
Not a bad idea.
Right?
I mean, they still have room to do it if they
Absolutely, because there was that was that mid-credit scene or end-credit scene that teased her going back after him. Mm-hmm. But either way, we got this amazing story of Ballerina, and Ana de Armas loved her in this one. And we're going to dive into that. But first, we have some nerd news to get into. All right, we have a bunch of nerd news for you all because we've been away for a tiny bit. So a bunch has happened.
Yes,
as you all know, the world of nerds does not stop. So... first and foremost, big congratulations to Josh Allen and Haley Steinfeld on getting married recently. Congrats to both of you. If what'd you say?
I said whatever.
She's off the market officially. So if you all don't know Josh Allen,
talking about Josh Allen, man.
He's I
was talking about Josh Allen.
Oh, were you? Oh, well, I mean, he's off the market now too. Yeah. If you all don't know who he is, he's a quarterback of the Buffalo Bills.
Correct.
A very handsome man. Yeah, congratulations to them too.
You know, I'm surprised. Well, actually, no, I'm not surprised because he's a really good actor and he's very mature. But I feel like Michael B. Jordan and Haley had chemistry.
Yeah,
chemistry.
So here's the thing, they did, and both of them are great actors, but they have a friendship that I feel like that's the chemistry you were picking up on. Because they did Hot Ones Versus, and that was a funny Hot Ones. So they were actually really good friends. So I think that's the chemistry you're picking up. But I think that could easily grow into something more. Yes, as we said, she is now taken. Yeah. So
good job, Josh Allen.
Yeah, seriously, for sure. Next bit of news: Marvel will announce the rest of Phase 6 as San Diego Comic-Con. We will probably be doing a episode just on that one because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of good info.
News, I'm guessing.
Not nudes.
No, news. Not news. Not nudes. There could be news. Who knows?
Maybe, just to pick up some content. Next bit of news: Mark Ruffalo will reportedly return as the Hulk in Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Now, when we first seen this, you and I started just going at it on text because. This is a possibility that they can use that comic run where the Hulk
doesn't forget
that Spider-Man's Peter Parker is the only one that knows. I don't know if they will do that only because of Smart Hulk and you know how it's technically Bruce Banner's consciousness. Yeah. So I don't know if that will still play. Right. I mean, they still could use that.
But it's the brains and the brawn.
Yeah.
So I think the Hulk is still suppressed as Smart Hulk.
Right.
So, therefore, it could still work.
Yeah, because that part of Bruce would still know, and it would just, merge, and Bruce would still know?
No, I don't think Bruce knows. I think Hulk is the only one that knows.
So you're saying Hulk will, break through and talk to Peter?
Yeah, he has to come out and be Hulk again. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? With everything happening with Doomsday, everything happening in Secret Wars, we don't need Smart Hulk. Nobody wants Smart Hulk anymore. It was a cute, funny, is he still capable and strong? Yes. But we need World Breaker Hulk.
True.
And we need...
I think they needed Smart Hulk for the Endgame storyline to work. For him to be able to snap and be able to do that part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
the senseless brute of Hulk
yeah,
would have not been able to do
correct.
that. Correct.
I don't think he probably would have understood what to do, but I don't know if it would have worked with just a brute force Hulk. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, and also with that, he will be appearing in Wonder Man series, and that is by Film Buzzer.
So I'm excited for. I mean, he's promising. He's a good character. He's a good actor. I mean, I don't see any reason why he needs to leave. You know, and we know with age he becomes stronger. Eventually becomes Maestro.
Yeah.
You know, in the comics. So like he doesn't die really. Like he lives for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I think eventually he does die, but no comics really write that into consideration. They are just betting on him just getting older and older and older.
Yeah, kind of aging the way. Well, would he age the way? No, I meant the way Thor ages, where it's like X amount of years times the.
I think Thor's is more intense.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying in that manner, like where he doesn't age as like humans do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair point. All right, and then Michael Mando is set to return as Scorpion in Spider-Man: Brand New Day, and that's also by Film Buzzer. I'm glad we're still seeing him because that was another mid-credit scene of Scorpion, and that was one that we kind of felt was just going to fall to the wayside. But I'm glad to see that they're still bringing him back. I think, and I understand why John Leguizamo didn't take that role, because he got upset that they offered him Vulture, and then Michael Keaton wind up freeing up his schedule and being able to do it, because the only reason they went with him was because Michael Keaton couldn't do it. But then when he said he could do it again, they're like, all right, well, we're going to go with you. And then I think they offered him Scorpion. He's like, no. He goes, I wanted the main role. He goes, if you're not going to give me that, then no. Which I think he would have been a great Scorpion. I think he would have done. Yeah, I think he would have did great at that. So we'll be seeing that. And then another Spider-Man Brand New Day bit of news. They will be reportedly introducing its own Sinister Six, and the MCU's Sinister Six.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about those characters that they're going to be introducing? I don't know if you have it pulled up.
I don't. It's
okay.
Not in front of me just yet.
I might be able to get that quickly.
So it's
Mr. Negative.
Yep.
Which I'm looking forward to seeing live action. Scorpion. Is that Tombstone?
Yeah.
And then who's the bottom left?
I have no idea.
It looks like it's some kind of spider person. And then who's the bottom middle?
Zero idea.
Sheesh. And then the woman?
Nope. The whole bottom row, I have no idea who they are.
Oh, Tarantula. That's the guy in the red. Boomerang. And I don't know who and a mysterious female villain, which I think might be Nicole Kidman is who they're eyeing. Shout out to our buddies, Film Addicts. They listed a bunch of actors that are going to be in this film. And they're like, Rex was like, that's too many people. Like, that's like, slow down. What are you guys doing? But I'm like, that makes sense that they're bringing in all these actors because they're going to be introducing the Sinister Six.
Right.
So that makes sense. I will have that up for the viewers to take a look at. Next bit of news. So after months of rumors, Denzel Washington is officially confirmed for Black Panther 3, and this is by IGN.com.
I mean, I didn't think there were rumors once he had a slip-up.
He did?
He had a slip-up, and Denzel was the one that said something about Black Panther and excited to work with Ryan.
Oh, Ryan Coogler, yeah.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh, shit. I think I'm
language.
Yeah.
Something like that. He corrected himself, but yeah, he slipped. So once he said it, I'm like, it's a done deal.
Yeah. I'm just glad that rumor did have some truth to it, because I was excited once I found out Denzel was going to be in it, because, as we all know, Denzel's amazing. I think he's going to be playing the villain. And it's I forget which character it was, but yeah, I know it is a villain.
Okay.
But so I'm excited to see that for sure. I would love to see Denzel in the MCU, because remember there was also rumors that he would play the new Kang when that whole thing was going on.
Yeah,
we would replace him as Kang. Also, the next bit of news: Ryan Gosling has officially entered negotiations with Disney to play Ghost Rider in the MCU, and that is by Movie Magic.
I don't know.
Thoughts on this? No?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think I'm not saying he can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't put so much weight into this one and the next.
Really?
Bit of nerd news yet.
Well, let me ask you this. If they casted him as Ghost Rider, what are your thoughts on that? I'm not mad at it. I don't think Ryan Gosling would do bad at it, and I think he could look the part.
I just think he's too much of a pretty boy to be a flaming head ghost guy.
That's kind of the whole Deadpool or Nice Pool not wearing a mask. Cause,
yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. Okay. I'm just a big fan of Ryan Gosling. I think
I'm not saying he can't pull the role off because I think we know he can.
Yeah.
But he's a pretty boy. He's too much of a pretty boy. Give him another.
But isn't what's Ghost Rider's action? Johnny Blaze, right? No. Yeah. I mean, wasn't he kind of a pretty boy before he got the Ghost Rider powers?
He was a stuntman.
Right, but he was in the comics. He's a good-looking guy, wasn't he?
He's okay.
All right, fair enough. I mean,
is he the guy that did the stunt movie?
Yeah, he did Fall Guy.
Fall Guy. Oh.
Yeah.
And then he also...
No, it's not Fall Guy. Stuntman.
No,
it's Fall Guy.
Is it? It's Fall.
Is it Fall Guy?
It's not Stuntman.
Oh, you're right.
He plays a stuntman in it, but it's Fall Guy.
Maybe you're right. It's Fall Guy.
Yeah. But he did... what was the movie where he stomped that guy's face in? What was it, Driver? Or... do you remember? You know which movie I'm talking about? Where he stomped the guy's face in the elevator? So we know he could play that brute, like, you know... That kind of like...
Well, yeah,
ass kicker.
I don't have. I have confidence in him. But I don't think. I just again, like I said, he could be. He's a front-facing actor. Like his face is really well known. Yeah, could he do it really well? Yeah, absolutely. Will it work? Probably.
Because think about the Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider. Mm-hmm. He had a lot of screen time where it's Nicolas Cage's face. It's not the Ghost Rider face. I would say a majority of the movie is Johnny Blaze's face. Younger version. Right, no, I'm saying that in the Ghost Rider movie, he's not Ghost Rider the entire time. He's Ghost Rider, honestly, like less than a third of the movie. True. It's really just the action parts that he's Ghost Rider. Mm-hmm. So I think it'll work.
But I don't want to see Johnny Blaze. I want to see Ghost Rider.
Fair point.
That's why.
I get that for sure. You'd want to see more.
It's expensive for the CGI and all that crap, but I want to see more Ghost Rider.
But they're gonna throw that money at Ghost Rider because they know there's a huge fan base for Ghost Rider. So they know they're gonna get seats in the theater. You know what I mean? But anyway, so that's we'll keep you guys apprised on that news. So
this next one, I don't really have too much stock in either.
Really? Okay, so
especially with who they're saying he might be casted as.
Oh, I did not know this. All right, well, let's get to it. So Jeremy Allen White, who you all may know from Shameless and The Bear, the Emmy-winning Bear, is reportedly being eyed for a Marvel film. Now, what is the character?
Wolverine, the new Wolverine.
What? Really?
Yeah. I'm not happy about it.
No? I mean, he is comic accurate height. Can we just throw that out there? Yeah, and then if he's in good shape. Yeah. I would want to see, because he's always clean shaven. I want to see him with the facial hair,
scruffy face,
and the hair. I think he could pull it off, dude.
Think so?
Let's just get this straight, and we stand on this, but no one will ever come close to Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine.
Don't say that. It's just another tier move. He's an OG.
Correct.
All of that.
But I still don't think anybody's gonna get to that level of character accuracy.
See, the only good thing about putting somebody like Jeremy is that although he's a well-known actor, he's not gonna carry the weight that Hugh Jackman did.
True. So
the old school or the original X-Men movies shifted to Wolverine in the X-Men movies versus an X-Men movie. There's this one. I think he can balance the workload and be what the X-Men 97's Wolverine was. He's just part of the team instead of the focal point of the movie.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
So this is where I think he can work because he's a great actor, but I think he would be like a B-list.
He's not that huge of a star where the spotlight would be on him.
He's not RDJ. He's not Ryan Gosling.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So
I agree with that. Yeah, 100%.
That's the one thing I think could be promising of having somebody of his caliber of an actor play that role because he can hit it and deliver it very well.
Yeah.
But not steal the show from everyone else in the X-Men.
100% agree on that. Yeah.
So
I thought...
But I don't think he looks the part. From the
again, it's because it's...
I would prefer black hair, beard.
Well, see, that's the thing, though.
More I don't know,
if
beat up looking.
Yeah, I mean he was very beat up looking and shameless, but
That's
if
true.
he
No,
grows
but I
out,
mean, like that's how we see it in the comic books. He's
Right.
blonde hair with no facial.
well, that's
hair,
the thing.
so
That's
it's
the
like,
easy dye job, and then
Yeah.
I think if we
I
see
think
him
he'll look weird
scruffy,
with black hair.
you think so?
Yeah.
If I think if we see him with a scruffy beard and that hair color, I think you guys will change your mind.
Yeah.
I honestly do. I think he could look closer to the part than you guys think are giving him credit. I was thinking.
I think he could do good at the fight scene because of how shameless and everything when he would fight.
Yeah.
I think he
He could definitely get the action part down for sure. I was thinking also Taron Egerton from Kingsman. I thought he could do a good younger
We
Wolverine.
spoke about that before. I
Yeah.
agree with that too.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see which role even if this is even true. I mean, we still don't. This could be just a rumor because we do know he's gonna be playing. What's his name? Jabba the Hutt's son in a Star Wars projects coming soon, but that's only voiceover work,
right.
I think. Next bit of news: casting for the live-action Teen Titans movie begins this fall.
Nice.
That's
I'm with it.
exciting. Any names come to mind that you would like to see in that movie? We had talked about Timothée Chalamet playing Nightwing.
Chalamet.
Yeah. That's
Every time now, because of that fucking one skit that Adam Sandler did.
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, there was a comedian.
Oh, yeah.
She's like Timothy Chalamet. I feel like that's something that Adam Sandler would scream out loud.
Yeah. And it
Timothée
was at an
Chalamet.
award show, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then she had him do it from his seat. That show was
he's like,
hilarious.
Chalamet.
Speaking of Adam Sandler, this isn't in our nerd news, but
Oh, Happy Gilmore too.
Happy Gilmore 2 is coming out on
Yes.
Netflix. Stay tuned for that because I would love to do an episode on that if you're down.
Oh, for sure.
Hell
for
yeah.
Sure.
'Cause-
I wouldn't even mind having Victor on that. He loves Happy Gilmore.
Oh,
so-
that is I told you this many times. That's my favorite Adam Sandler movie by far. Like,
I'm starting to like having Bad Bunny on certain movies.
Okay.
It's like he's funny because at SNL he's funny
He's
as
pretty
fuck.
funny, yeah.
Oh, we did
And all
that air
these
traffic
memes
controller
that-
thing.
where he's
Yeah.
like laughing. He's like, see? Like, every time Sandy asks me anything in
You
the
do
house,
that?
I'm like, see? And she's like, stop it! And now she does it.
That's hilarious.
And like, baby, you hungry? See?
Yeah, he's not. He's not the worst actor.
No,
Uh,
he's good.
For an artist, turned
Transition
actor.
into,
Yeah, he was in what was that Bullet Train with Brad Pitt and
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Aaron Taylor Johnson?
yes, he played one of the guys in that. And he
Yeah.
did not do it. Like I think that was his first role. Actually,
I think so. Yeah.
He did not do a bad job. I was like, yeah, good for you, Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I
Good
forgot
shit.
about Bullet Train. That's a good movie.
Yeah, it is actually. Last bit of news: Harry Potter series main trio has been cast. Dominic McLaughlin as Harry Potter.
McLovin?
That'd be hilarious. Arabella Stanton, I hope I'm saying that right, as Hermione Granger, and Alistair Stout as Ron Weasley. And now Arabella Stanton she looks mixed race.
Okay.
So I am seeing that they're not sticking with the full on like white cast of English actors or
Who's
whatever.
producing it?
I don't know that. I'm not sure.
And what's her face?
I'm pretty sure if it's Harry Potter, because J.K. Rowling still owns the rights. So
Yeah, she does.
she's gonna be executive producer on it.
Okay.
So my understanding is they're planning on 8 seasons, and each season is going to cover each book.
Interesting.
So we're gonna get more in the first season. We're gonna get more like book accurate storytelling because obviously in the movie they can't tell the entire book is a fucking huge book.
Yeah.
But so now we're gonna see like the smaller parts of that story.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was talking to Soph about this. Like, what's the Chinta's name from Hufflepuff? In the like the third.
Cho.
Yeah, Cho.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you read the book, her and Harry date. That's his girlfriend for a little bit.
Oh, it's not just a make-out scene. And
Yeah. Yeah. So like, there's more romance. There's a lot more. Like, there's more depth to Hermione and Ron and their relationship. So there's a lot more stuff in the books that they couldn't explore because.
Oh, for sure, for time reasons. Yeah. That's why I'm excited for this series, just to get more story told of this world, because the movies covered the entire school year.
Yeah.
And we only get like what 2.5 hours of a whole school year. There's a lot of shit that happens in an entire school year. So that's what I'm excited to see, the smaller story told. And
Yeah.
as you and I said many times, we love when we like when stories get a show, but it's just because they could dive more into that world,
Right,
as
right.
you know, that they can't do in a movie. So I'm excited
Well,
for
good
it.
news is Sandy finally agreed to do a marathon and work through all of them.
Let's go,
So
nice,
she's
Sandy.
like, I'll watch them
Hell yeah.
in lieu of this coming out soon.
Yeah.
Not soon, but at some point. So I have the Blu-ray set of all the movies.
Hell yeah. Well, they're on HBO too. Do you have HBO?
Oh, they are on
Yeah,
HBO.
yeah.
I forgot.
We actually.
Well, I'm not on HBO. Victor shares his account
Nice.
with me, but
Shh,
HBO.
don't
say
tell
you don't know.
HBO.
You didn't hear that, okay?
Yeah.
But
Okay. Has she taken the test?
I think she ended up getting Gryffindor too. Yeah,
Oh,
she was
damn.
Gryffindor also.
We gotta find a Ravenclaw, man. We do not have a Ravenclaw that we know. And dude, we went to the Harry Potter store here in Chicago, and I got for Father's Day, I got a Hufflepuff hoodie, and and then I got her a Slytherin hoodie. They're dope, dude. I tried on the robes. The robes are so fucking nice, but they're mad expensive.
I bet, yeah.
And they're a bit heavy.
Yes, dude, they're like legit robes. They're
Yeah.
not like cheap cosplay.
Yeah, well, they're not meant to be robes to wear around the house. They're meant to be robes to wear outside, right?
Yeah, they're meant to like accurate, like full on cosplay
Yeah.
robes. Hers was like $150 something bucks.
Her sweater?
No, her
Robe?
robe.
Okay.
And then I seen mine was, I guess, marked down or something. I don't know if it was marked down, but it was $100. They just didn't have my size.
So
but
the
yeah.
robe, did it have? They don't tie their robe, right?
No, it's
No?
loose.
It's loose, right?
Mhm.
But it had the hat,
The hood, yeah,
the hood. Yeah. Sorry.
Mhm.
Okay.
yeah. I want to get one.
Yeah.
I really do.
I like robes. I used to wear my robe. I have that Thanos robe.
Oh right, yeah.
I used to
yeah.
live in that fucking thing. But Sandy makes fun of me. So
That's the thing though, like they're great robes and I would love to get one. I don't know when I
to
would
wear
wear
it.
it, like besides C2E2. I don't know when.
C2E2 Halloween.
Halloween, I
That's
guess
true.
is the other time.
Twice.
We could do when you guys do the marathon, we'll all fucking wear our robes and watch that shit.
I'm fucking dead. I'm dead. Actually, it's not a bad idea. So
Hell yeah, just have a
I
viewing
got that
party?
20 by 10 tent, like the not tent, but the canopy
Yeah.
that has walls. We fucking put the projector up.
Hell yeah.
Come hang out.
When
Nerd
Guardium
out.
Yeah,
Levioso that
that's kind of
shit.
cool. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm down.
Just don't look back because she'll be flicking, swishing behind you.
Oh my god.
You guys can't see nothing.
Yikes. All right. So that is it for Nerd News today. And guys, help us grow. Make sure to like and
Seriously.
subscribe and click that notification bell to keep up with the latest in Nerd News. Because your boys want to get paid for doing this.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice.
I don't want to work where I work anymore.
I
So before
Every Sunday I share that.
I know you
So
do. I know you do. I look
every
forward to
fucking
it.
Sunday.
I look forward to it every
Sunday.
single day.
It pops up on my feed like usually between like 2 and 5 p.m. on Sunday, and I share it. I don't know why. I have been timing it though. For the
Yeah.
last 4 Sundays,
Without
I have shared
fail,
it.
every Sunday I see your story. I'm like, there it goes again. I'm like, I
Every-
can set my clock to it, man. I swear.
My brain already says that in the morning
Yes.
when I wake up on Monday. I'm like,
Yep, she plays it in her head. I'm gonna make that my alarm.
To wake up.
Yeah, hell yeah. But before we dive into our review on Ballerina, it pays to be a subscriber, guys. We keep trying to tell you. So a subscriber of ours, who's a good buddy of the podcast, he actually has a Twitch that we want to give a shout out to, and he
As in a
plays
streaming service, not a Twitch.
Yeah, yes, not a tick. He has a Twitch account, a channel. And on that channel, he plays games. So he's a streamer.
Yeah.
He plays games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, and Roblox. So if you guys are on Twitch and you want to go check him out, please do. His name on there is Just OTF. So I will have his
Just OTF.
Just OTF. His info will be right here for you guys. So please go give him a follow. All right. Without further ado, let's get into this Ballerina, a John Wick story.
Yeah.
first
So-
off, I love a badass girl.
Hell yeah.
Kick ass.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sandy loved it.
Nice.
Isabel liked it. She did not want to go see it. She's like, we already got
She
the
never
tickets.
wants to see anything.
Dude, she never does.
But she loves them all, right? That you took her to. At least
I would
most
say
of
all of them,
most
but
of
most of them.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
90%.
Huh?
90%.
Probably, yeah, probably about
Nice.
80% maybe.
Okay,
8 out
okay.
of 10 for sure. Especially if there's a cute boy in there. Like when we went to see Captain
Brave
America.
New World, yeah.
Yeah, Brave New World. She's like, who's that? I was like, bruh.
Nice.
But no, we enjoyed it. We went to Icon Theater, now AMC now for the first time since the rebranding.
On Roosevelt?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. All right. Here's our thing with this theater, dude. We tried it twice when it was Icon. First one, people right next to us would not stop talking the entire movie. It was for Deadpool 2. It was annoying. The second one, we went with you. We had issues there with people. So I'm like, all right, it's AMC now. We'll give it another try.
You would see like what, Black Panther or something like that?
No, I don't even think it was a Marvel movie. I don't know. But so we went to go see Lilo and Stitch there because now it's AMC. So like, all right, it's a new theater. Let's see how it does yet again. It's just the people that go there are not good moviegoers, man. They don't
it's the
know
area. It's the accessibility because you have free parking or validated parking. It's like $2 or whatever.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. So like,
but it's still in the loop area. But you would think it would be more.
You would think.
That's
You would
like,
think,
yeah.
but
because it's right off of that green line. It's like the
Roosevelt.
connecting
Roosevelt.
lights. You know, I know, but I'm saying the stops where it connects like multiple lines.
yeah.
Like red line, orange line, green line, all those. So I think that's the main reason you get people
because
from.
but it's walking distance.
True.
And you can walk right into it. And, you know, people.
They have that shopping plaza area.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then down on Canal, there's more shopping plazas. So, like, it's a convenient area to go, you know, hit a couple stores or catch a movie early, then hit a couple stores.
Yeah.
When we went to, like, the 10 o'clock showing, and it was us and, like...
10 p.m. or a.m.?
PM.
Okay.
And it was, like, 7 other people in the
nice
theater with us. So, we had the room to ourselves.
And it's a shame, dude, because I like the theaters. The actual theaters themselves, the seats are great. I like that they have the seats that go up levels.
Yeah, they're inclined.
Yeah, inclined. Yeah, dude, I like that. There was a great size theater.
Or I think it's called stadium seating.
Is that what it is?
I think it might be called stadium seating,
But yeah, I enjoyed the actual theater itself.
Yeah.
It's just freaking people. Anyway.
Well, we got lucky.
Nice.
But we did get Theater 16, which is on the right side, and is the very last fucking...
Oh, yeah, down like you gotta... It's like a maze almost to get to it, right? You gotta make a right hand.
I was so tired walking all the way down the... You know, because of my knee.
Oh, because your knee.
Yeah, bro. And we were out and about all day. We had went to a community event in Glenview.
You're fucking army crawling to...
Thankfully, I did cryotherapy for the first time. We're like, it's a...
You dunk in the tub of ice?
No, not an ice bath. It's cryo. So it's like this standing thing. I get in there and it closes like a coffin, and then it like closes up to like my shoulders.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, negative 140 degrees. So they give you a robe.
Nuts
that's all you
in
wear.
your stomach.
Oh my god! And I wore my basketball
the compression
shorts, so they're super thin.
Yes.
Oh my god, my giblets were frozen. So they give you these thick ass socks to put on, and they give you gloves
for frostbite,
to put on.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then they give you the robe. That's it.
Okay.
So you go down to your boxers, or if you're a woman, it's just your bra and your undies, and then you put the thick ass socks, the gloves on, and then you walk out with your robe. And then when you're in it, take your robe off and you hand it to the lady.
Okay.
And you're only in there for 3 minutes.
Yeah, I think anything more, you'll hypothermia.
It was
yeah.
cold as fuck, dude.
I would imagine.
But my knee felt great because we had just walked a mile. So we went to Glenview.
So it was throbbing a little bit.
It was throbbing a bit,
okay.
yeah. But the swelling went down ridiculously quick. And I was like, I can run again. I can't run again.
Don't do
no,
it.
I can't. That's a lie. I cannot run again.
You took like 3 steps. Like, no.
It was at this moment he knew.
Yeah.
He fucked up.
Yeah.
I could not run. But no, it felt great. But
nice.
It's like $60 for the thing. I'm like, man. So I looked it up. Those machines cost like $10,000, right?
Yeah.
But if in total it takes you like 10 minutes to fill out the form and then to get the information, pay, change, and then 3 minutes including the 3 minutes of being in there, you charge someone $60. I mean, the return investment of owning something like that.
Yeah.
$10,000 over time. You can do 6 clients in an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Times $60. Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
some solid money. So
You're definitely making your money back quick.
Yeah, quick. At least
yeah.
within the first year, without a doubt.
Uh-huh.
I was like, damn, that's fucking crazy. Like,
Nice.
I'm always into the business stuff.
Yeah.
I'm always trying breaking shit down. Sandy's like, how did you do the math that quick? I was like, I don't know, dude. Like, you gotta press money or rub pennies together some way to make money.
Yeah.
So, but I recommend it. Anyone that's in pain, or even you, like, I know that helps with like
Plantar fasciitis?
Yes.
What?
All
Even
the,
through the socks?
all the joints, all the pains. It reduces inflammation and it reduces swelling.
Because mine is tendon pain.
Yeah.
So okay, so it helps with tendons.
I ruptured my patellar tendon.
Oh, true.
You know what I mean? So
Fair
yeah, I know.
Okay.
And if your muscles, all of it. Like
no, I was just thinking about it for my knee.
Yeah, all of it.
Nice.
All of it.
All right.
I recommend it. So yeah, but the only bad thing is this one was over in Glenview, so it was like.
Well, next time you go, let me know. I'll ride with you.
I'm down. Yeah, I probably want to do it like once a month.
I'm down.
For long as
especially with the
it.
summer coming up, dude. I need it for my knee. Hell yeah.
I'm down.
Right. All right,
Victor wants to go too. Fucking all three of us go.
Nice. Like New Girl Spa Day.
We're all frozen. Actually, sounds like a cool idea.
Hell yeah, I'm down. Absolutely. All right, so that tangent aside, the synopsis for Ballerina. So, taking place during the events of John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, Eve Macaro is beginning her training in the assassin traditions of the Ruska Roma and sets out to seek revenge for her father's death. You done with that?
See.
All right. So a little bit of facts for you. Ballerina has a higher audience scores than every John Wick movie, but has the lowest critic score out of all of them. And that's from Forbes magazine.
Okay.
So I have the stats right here. So it only beat out John Wick 4 by 1%. So Ballerina has a...
What are these credentials off of?
What do you mean? They're... It's from Forbes magazine, so they got the audience score and the critic score. I don't know if it's Rotten Tomatoes. I'm not sure, but Ballerina has 94% audience score and a 74% critic score. John Wick 4 has 93% audience score, 94% critic score. John Wick 3 Parabellum has 86% audience score and 89% critic score. John Wick 2 has 85% audience score, 89% critic score. And John Wick has an 82% audience score and an 86% critic score. So that makes sense because I love this movie. Our theater was packed. Everybody seemed to be enjoying it. And I think it was a great film. So before we dive into our review on it, it's time for our Infinity Stone ratings. Would you like to go first?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
I think a 4.5.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't think it was
like the best movie ever?
No. You didn't think it was like up there with the John Wick films?
I think it was. But
because correct me if I'm wrong, didn't you give John Wick 4 or 5 stones? Or did you give it 6? I don't think you gave it 6.
I think I gave... I don't remember. I really don't remember.
It might be like... I feel like you gave it 5 or 5.5. Because I know you really enjoyed John Wick 4.
Yeah, it was good. Well, because it was the climax, the conclusion of all of this.
Yeah.
The hype behind it. But here's the thing. I'm not the biggest fan of the people that didn't go see this fucking movie because the box office opening, it's not really doing that great financially.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
it's not breaking even?
As great as a movie it is, I mean, I would say it's not John Wick 4, but it'd be hard to place it below any of the other of 1 through 3. 1, 2, 3 are really good movies, but I would say this could be... Yeah, I could put John Wick 4 first, and then this Ballerina, and then the other 3 after. But the placing.
You said John Wick 4 first,
yeah,
and then
Ballerina.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would do it. Sorry, go ahead.
I would say I really like number 2 a lot.
Okay, so 4. So John Wick 4, Ballerina, John Wick 2.
2 and Ballerina, it's hard for me to choose.
Okay, so we'll just tie those two.
We'll just call it 2/3. Or
yeah. Okay. And then. So, 3 and 1, where would you put those?
3 was better than 1.
Okay.
In my opinion.
So, Ballerina, John Wick 2, and then Parabellum, and then 1.
Yeah.
All right. I would go John Wick 4, John Wick 3, Ballerina, John Wick 1, and then John Wick 2. Just because John Wick 1 kind of set the tone for this world.
Yeah.
And just to see this guy in action for the first time, I don't think anything beats that. All right. I can't put that as the lowest. John Wick 2, it was great. I can't. It's hard. It's hard to have a last because I love all these films.
Yeah, they're all really good.
They're all really good. But if I had to rank them, that's the order. Parabellum, dude, is fucking. It's amazing. Having what's her name? Halle Berry in that with the 2 dogs. That's fucking amazing.
That was
pretty
cool.
So good.
Yeah.
And then just seeing some of John Wick's history with her, seeing how he had given a medallion to someone, and he called in that favor, and plus just that whole scene of her teaming up with him and the dogs. That shit was fucking phenomenal.
It was, and Halle Berry did pretty good in that movie.
She did fucking amazing in that movie. Yeah,
her spitting in his face, like that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
So you said this movie got so it was Rotten Tomatoes 76 for the Rotten Tomato score, and then the
audience score
was 93.
Okay.
On IMDb, it is at a 7.3 out of 10.
Okay.
So it's not doing too bad at all.
All right.
That's out of
10, right?
19,000 reviews. So
okay.
So
that's not bad. So my Infinity Stones stone ratings, I'm actually gonna give 6 stones.
Oh wow!
I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I think Ana de Armas, pun intended, killed it. She did a phenomenal job, and I loved seeing a woman's POV.
Yeah.
In this world, because we know that the ballerinas are the female assassins. Mm-hmm. So I like that we got to dive into that world a little bit and see that end of it, not just the guy's end. And I think the story was great. The action sequences, of course, were phenomenal as per usual with the John Wick world. I could not find one thing wrong with this film. That's why I gave it a 6.
Yeah, I don't think I had anything wrong with the film.
Mm-hmm. No, it just didn't hit you like it did me. That's all.
Yeah. I would say one of the things that I did, this is more of like what I've encountered of people's opinions of the movie. That it didn't need John Wick in it.
It did not need?
Yeah. And I don't technically disagree, because it could have been just her movie, and I think it would have been just fine without her. And my rebuttal to that statement was that if he wasn't in there, people were going to compare her to him, as in like, because there's the
she's just a female John Wick,
right? The two sides of the coin. She had mentioned it in the beginning of the movie, and but now it clearly shows that the Baba Yaga, like, this guy is Old Testament. Like, she's great, but she's not John Wick. Nobody's John Wick.
Yes,
nobody is John Wick.
Absolutely, yeah.
And he is who he is, and he has that. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, he
just that born to do that.
Well, yeah, but no, like his not aura, his legacy. I'm looking for a big word, but I can't think of the word. Like his aura, I guess, is unmatched. Like his the pedigree
his
that
essence.
He brings, his essence, is different, and I think that's where he brought clarity to this, because then people were going to be like, oh, she's better than him, da, 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 da. But then the other argument that person made with me was that it was somebody at work, and she's like that it took away from her performance and it belittled her and didn't let her outshine it.
I disagree.
I
disagree with that. No, because see, here's the thing. So
was that a female who said that to you? Okay, well, from another female, that was not the case.
Yeah,
right.
No way.
Right.
So
and I like that they embrace, like, you're a woman, fight like a woman.
Yeah,
don't act like anything you're not. Embrace who you are and be that.
I'm glad you
the
went
best
to
version
that,
of it,
because that's one of the key parts of this movie that I really enjoyed. So just real quick to finish off what you were saying about that your coworker that said that, I think it didn't do that for me. Maybe it did for her, and that's perfectly fine for her. That's her opinion. She has every right to that. But I think if you don't have John Wick in that, it doesn't tie in that this is a John Wick story. That he has to be in it to tie it to that world. If not, she's just another assassin in this world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it ties it in perfectly, and then I really enjoyed that they did that because, one of my favorite things is that we actually get scenes from John Wick 3 in this film when he's talking to the head of the Rosca Roma. And he's punching his ticket and shit like that. They show us that scene from that movie, and then...
Well, they redo it, but yeah.
No. That's the scene from the movie. You could tell Keanu Reeves is younger there. They just put that scene in there, yeah. What they added was when he's walking down the stairs and looks up at her, and then when he's leaving, that talk with her. That's what they added. But we also get when we first meet Angela Houston's character and the ballerina. She keeps telling the ballerina, again, that was in John Wick 3. I don't think we seen the actress playing the ballerina, we might have.
It was really far behind.
Right, but I'm saying when she falls, I don't know if we see her face or not. I can't remember. I'll have to go back and watch the film. But
no,
it's nice to know
It
that
was more like blurry.
Yeah,
it might have been. Yeah. So, but it was nice to see that was Ana de Armas' character. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That we already had seen this character before realizing who it was.
Right,
yeah, I thought that was a really cool thing that they did to tie it in.
This is which John Wick?
Parabellum 3, the one where with Halle Berry. I don't know why the hell do I keep forgetting her name. I did want to start us in the beginning. Can we agree that what's her name? Eve McCarl's dad was a fucking beast? Do you remember when in the beginning of the film where he's hiding her and he's just taking out this hit squad?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo.
I think the assassin part from him and the whole dad mode came in.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, on top of
that's what took.
on top of Papa Bear coming in, like the assassin in him. Oh my god, he was fucking destroying that team.
Yeah, he really was. That whole faction, whatever, there's like lawless people that
the cult, yeah,
the cult, yeah, I guess the cult, yeah. Like it was interesting how they introduced that.
Yeah, right.
It sucks that they took him out.
Yeah.
Well, took the leader out. Didn't take them all out, but someone else will rise to power. Hopefully, that's kind of who she keeps coming after, or who comes after her in the second movie, if there is one, you know.
Yeah.
So,
because they did leave it open for a sequel.
Yeah.
Which I'm hoping they do it because I want to see more Ana de Armas. But as this character, she did a phenomenal job.
She snapped, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, like, she did an interview where she says, because as I watched the movie, I was like, man, she's like moaning and groaning and like grunting a lot. Like you can see the physical pain she's in.
Mm-hmm.
Is it real, or is that what she's trying to portray? Ended up seeing a couple of days after I saw the movie that she had did an interview, and that was what she wanted. She wanted to show that she was a badass, but in between, like the roundhouses and the kicks and fights and all this shit, she's still a human being.
Yeah,
and like. And that she wanted to show that she wasn't
invincible. Right.
That
she was. Yeah, that's what I mean by she killed it, because she gave us that reality of a woman, what it would be like for a woman in this world. Like she would be taking those hits, and she would probably feel it more than John Wick would.
Yeah,
because she's smaller in stature, and you know what I mean. So. That's what I mean by she killed it. She embodied this character, and
that beginning scene or the first mission she went on, where she had to take rubber bullets.
Oh, in the nightclub,
that fucking was crazy. She kept lighting these people up. They kept getting back up, and that one was it the Yakuza, right?
Yakuza?
They were the Yakuza, right?
I think so.
Yeah, right. The main guy that like, whooped her ass at the end almost, and then she got back. She got even with him.
Yeah.
Like she can take a beating.
Yeah, man. She's tough, man. For sure. I did love seeing the origin of an assassin in this world. So we didn't see that with any of the John Wick films because he had already had his name established and he was already he was retired. So I like seeing what they go through to become this assassin, the training that they go through, and it goes back to that scene that you were talking about with her name was Nogi, the trainer, the one who said like when she was fighting the guy, she's like, why did he beat you? And she's like, he's too strong. And then that's what she tells him, because you're fighting on his terms. She's like, you got to fight like a woman. She goes, what did she say? Like cheats or she said cheat, fight like a woman, get the upper hand, because in the real world they're not going to play by rules.
Right.
So and then after that she goes in nut shot once to weaken him, and then she did that badass like where she jumped on him, put her legs across, and then rolled, and then got on top of him, and then like I think punched him right to knock him out, or to like put him down, not knock him out, and then getting up she gives him another fucking quick nut shot, like bitch. That shit was awesome. I was like, hell yeah, that's how a woman fights. That's what's up. And then so. The other reason that I like that they use the scenes from Parabellum is because they helped us feel like we were in that moment in the timeline. So it helped establish when this movie was taking place.
In between 3 and 4,
without just saying it in dialogue, like, John Wick's, punched his ticket or whatever. Like, having those scenes in there, I felt like really helped us as the audience.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. So,
Because at the end of 3 is when they put the bounty on him, right?
No, at the end of 2. Remember, that's when, because that's when he shoots the guy in the Continental in 2. And then this guy gives him an hour. At the end of 2, everybody in that plaza, or not plaza, in that park, they all stop moving on the strike. And then he goes, I'll give you you have 60 minutes. And then he starts running with the dog.
And then 3 opens up with him running away the whole time.
Correct. Yeah.
Well, so that's what I meant. So yeah, 2 they put the hit, but all of 3 he's fighting.
Oh yeah, he's evading the hit. Yes. Yeah. I thought you meant that's 3 is what happens in 2. But yeah.
So my question is with the timeline. This is where it's a little blurry for me.
Okay.
Maybe you can help me establish it. He seems pretty chill and not looking to like not die. Like he's not evading being murdered.
Right, because at this point, when he goes to the Ruska Roma, he's evaded. He's gotten out of New York, so he evaded all those hitmen there. So right now he's in the safety of the Ruska Roma. Nobody's gonna go there to try to kill John Wick. They're gonna fucking die. So
okay,
that's why he's kind of like calm and like because he knows he's safe for the moment there. Which is why you see him because If you remember, he's still beat up and shit in those scenes.
That's
when
true.
He's talking to Eve, he's still you could tell he's been fighting.
That's true.
So yeah, so that's why he's not like trying.
But then when he goes to get her at the end,
because they're in a secluded place that nobody knows. Remember, she was trying to track down, and they said anybody who's ever gone there has never come back. Has gone missing.
Yeah,
because they've been killed by that cult. That's why he's not worried about other people hitting because nobody knows what the fuck that place is.
that's fair.
You know what I mean?
But you don't think these people are gonna want to take John Wick out for the hit?
They don't play by the normal rules as everybody else. Remember?
Yeah, but they do the hits. They'll do it for the money.
True, but they also know who John Wick is.
Well, yeah, there was that one scene. It's just one man. We can take him.
Yeah, and then poof, poof. I was like, see, fuck around and find out. That's what you get for talking shit. You need to know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That shit was hilarious. I forgot about that. Literally, the moment she finished that sentence, he comes in and that shit was hilarious. Another part, I like I mentioned before, Nogi was a great character. I enjoyed the way she taught Eve and how she was teaching all the new assassins. I really enjoyed her role. And then my guy Norman Reedus was excellent as always. And I enjoyed his character in this movie, and I was surprised to see that he was alive at the end. I thought he was gonna be dead.
Yeah, Sandy was really upset because it made it look like he was going to be a bad guy.
In the trailer? Or
just we thought he was a bad guy at first.
Oh, correct, yeah.
You know what I mean? But turns out he's, just trying to escape.
He was like Eve's dad, which is
Yeah.
why she gravitated to helping the daughter.
Right.
So yeah.
So she likes him from The Walking Dead. She didn't want him to die. So
Yeah.
I was like, ugh.
So I'm a huge fan of Walking Dead, and I loved his character in it. And when I seen Walking Dead, I hadn't realized that I've already seen Norman Reedus before in Blade 2. I didn't connect because I knew he was in Blade 2, and then he did Boondock Saints, but I don't think I had seen
He's in Blade 2.
Yes, yeah. He was the one the Daywalker who was his tech guy, who was Blade's tech guy, and when they rescued Whistler, brought him back, he was the one who made all his bombs and shit.
Holy shit!
You didn't realize that?
Damn, that's Norman Reedus. Time ago.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So I didn't realize when I watched Walking Dead that was him.
You already knew who he was.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I did not put that together.
Yes.
Right now.
And then did you ever see Boondock Saints?
No.
Okay. Well, he was in that one too. That was one of his earlier projects.
Okay.
But I don't think I had seen Boondock Saints before I seen Walking Dead. But anyway. But yeah, he was in it, and I really enjoyed his character.
I just wish he was on it more.
Yeah. Yeah. He did have just that one
me out.
action sequence, and then he went down. And then, so let's talk about Anna's kills. She had some wild ass kills in this movie. One of my favorites was the one where, so when she was getting intel on where this cult lived, she went to a gun shop, kind of like, John Wick goes to arm up. And then She went to a guy who had the shop, and then the cult gets there and just starts fucking blowing up the shop and shooting at them, trying to kill her. And then she gets locked in a room where there's no guns, but there's a shit ton of grenades everywhere. And then...
Crazy fact.
What's up?
Your boy, Norman, voiced Frank Castle in Iron Man Rise of the Techno Cove.
What?
In 2013.
So he was technically Punisher? Sick.
Yeah.
Love it. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did the movie The Chase.
You're looking at his
Records. Yeah.
Yeah. He's done a lot of shit, man. So she's in this room with a bunch of grenades, and what I really loved about this scene is it's a throwback to what her father did in the beginning. Did you connect that? Yeah. So she gets the grenade belt, and she wears it, across her torso, and then she's throwing grenades and smoke bombs everywhere. And then my favorite kill is the one where she wrapped the grenade belt around the guy's neck and then was choking him out with it. And then she pulled the pin, and then still holding onto the belt, jumped over a table while simultaneously pulling the table to shield her from the blast.
Dope. And then,
dude, shielding her. Yeah, after to do all that in one motion, to tilt the table while pulling a guy over, and then thinking to do that to shield yourself from the blast, dude. I was like, fucking nice.
That's crazy.
Nicely
That was
done.
crazy, yeah.
That was when I seen that, I was like, oh, I was like, get it.
Yeah,
that shit was dope.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That was my exact reaction. I was like, oh, shit.
That one, and then she had the other one where another grenade kill where she pulled the pin and then she pushed the door and cornered him in the corner and then took the blast outside of, she was on the other side of the door.
And then that was her exit now.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Blew a hole in the wall for her to get out.
Yeah. So that was just one, and then what did you think about the ice skates kill scene where they're both on that little patch of ice?
Yeah.
I want to know how many takes that shit took.
Just slide around. And
dude, because how many times do you think they busted their shit trying to get that?
Oh, I'm sure that's probably why they laid down half of the scene.
Yeah, right.
It was easier to just slide around on the floor than it was to stand up.
All right, let's just get some shots of us grappling on the ground because this is not going to work. But yeah, so that was cool. But she was using the ice skates as blades, basically.
Yeah.
That was dope. And then one of my other favorite things that she did was when she taped the kitchen knife to the handle of the gun.
That was dope.
That
I
was
liked that a lot.
fucking dope as hell. So clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sandy was like, what is she doing? I'm like, so she can shoot and then stab. And
yeah.
She's like, oh. And then she did it the next scene.
Yeah.
She shot twice and then stabbed. Stab, and then shot.
And then I think she stabbed and then used the guy as cover and then was shooting, right?
Stabbed, twisted, and moved them at the same time.
Yeah. And then used him as cover and then was shooting. I was like,
it was like up here or something like that, right? Like up the top part, and then moved her. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
it was
dude.
crazy. I think she was pretty creative in how she used other, her surroundings and use her body weight to move people around.
Yeah.
Obviously, she can't pick up people and throw them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked it.
I like some more for a woman thing.
That's how she would fight.
Guy, obviously, he has the strength, but for a woman, she needs to find shit.
Yeah. Of another fun fact, I seen this in an interview. The director of the movie was talking about. So in that, one of the funnier parts of this movie was when she's fighting. After she, I think it's before she taped the gun, the knife to the gun. Do you remember where she's fighting that restaurant employee or whatever, the woman, and they're grabbing the plates and hitting each other with the plates? That shit was fucking hilarious. But so they asked the director, how many plates are we gonna need? And then he's like, I don't know, 100 would do. They fucking went through those 100 plates, and they wind up having to tape plates back together to get the rest of the shots. So yeah, they used every single one of those plates in that scene.
Crazy.
But that shit was funny as hell, where they're just grabbing a plate, hitting each other, and trying to find the gun, grabbing another plate, hitting each other. That shit was so fucking funny. It was a nice comic relief part. And then let's talk about the final climax fight scene.
Oh, did you think that she was gonna have an older sister?
I didn't expect the sister to be alive because the way they talked about her made it seem like she died.
Yeah.
When did they talk about her?
In the beginning.
In the beginning, when she was little.
In literally the beginning of the movie, where her and her dad are having a nice little day together, and they were just dancing, right? They weren't on a swing. Yeah, they were dancing together. Oh, and he talked about the sister. What were you doing?
Taking forever to get to the fucking theater.
You're
So
you're doing your grandpa's steps.
I think they were when I got in. They had just started.
They walked into the mansion.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
And then the whole hit started happening.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't see any.
Yeah, so you missed a nice little moment of him talking to her, and then him saying, he said something about her sister, and then she goes, I don't like that I can't remember her, and the way that they talked about her, it seemed like she died. They made it seem like she died.
That's why it makes more sense now. Then, okay.
Yeah,
I would have gotten it right away when she popped up. Then,
yeah,
because she popped up and she's like pretty and she's like in charge, and I'm like, who the fuck is this broad? You know, that's what was my first thought when I saw it.
Well, that makes sense because you had no idea about,
I didn't know she had a
about the
sister.
dialogue. But I didn't. When that was a nice surprise. I did not expect. Like I said, I thought the sister was dead. That's how the way they were making it seem. But it was a nice twist to be like, oh, but then they fucking killed her
immediately, bro.
Now she's dead.
Yeah, now she for sure is dead.
So she didn't miss her.
Right, exactly. But let's talk about the. We'll get to the John Wick scene, but I want to talk first about the flamethrower fight scene. It was dope as fuck.
That's pretty cool.
I like to call that the dragon fight.
So we passed up at the Continental piece. I didn't realize that Lance was going to be in this movie.
Yeah, when the hell did they film this? Because that actor died.
Exactly.
I want to know. And he did.
What is it?
Paul Walker?
Paul Walker.
No, because he was not CGI. That was him.
That was him.
Yeah, you can tell when it's CGI'd, and that was him.
Yeah, I didn't realize he already had filmed this.
They must have filmed that right before he passed, because that was him.
Yeah,
for sure. If it's not him,
I had a nice little heartfelt moment.
Okay.
When I saw him, I was like, "Oh, that's dope."
Yeah,
like,
same.
Yeah, you know he's a Gemini.
Oh fucking hell!
June 7th, his birthday was the other day.
Oh wow. Yeah. Well, rest in peace to that actor, but yeah, I was pleasantly surprised to see him in there. It was a nice.
I hope they
still
paid out him.
Oh, I guarantee you they still paid his family. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Keanu wouldn't have let that happen.
Hell yeah! Are you kidding me? Yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, so that flamethrower fight scene was dope. I like to call that the dragon fight because it looked like two fucking dragons just fighting each other.
Okay, fair.
You know what I mean? It was dope. It was a nice.
Yeah, when they did the whole view of them.
Oh, that aerial shot, that drone shot. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was bad.
That was dope.
Even though we saw this in the trailer, it was cool when she did the whole water hose thing.
So I'm glad you brought that up because that scene shows how strong she is. Because I've fired or I've held the fire hose and fired one before, and them things they're no joke.
Yeah,
so I did it in my A school training when I was in the Navy. So
okay.
So we had just your basic firefighter training just in case something on the ship were to happen. But so from what I could recall, I think it was like 4 or 5 of us. 3 of us were on the hose, and then 2 were connected. And then 2 of us would wait there, and then we each had a turn at the handle. And dude, when I tell you that shit's strong, like her to hold that shit by herself, you need strength to do that shit. Because I was holding it by myself, and then the person behind me so I wasn't holding it by myself, but I was holding the handle by myself, and then the person behind me is holding it.
She held it by herself because I didn't see.
Yeah, it was only her.
It was just her.
It was just her in the scene.
Yeah, but it could have been on a cart on wheels, mounted or something.
True, but I'm just talking about the character in the setting. Like,
okay. The character itself,
yeah,
very
it
strong.
had to be strong as hell.
Yes.
Because, like I said, I remember holding that and then aiming it, and the person behind me is holding that part.
Yeah.
To keep the aim.
Wouldn't it be different though? Because that one be from a fire hydrant, and she had one that was like on a building
on the wall. Yeah, but the water pressure coming out is still powerful.
It's still pretty damn strong.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not gonna be powerful, but wouldn't it be a huge difference from?
It might be a little difference. I would
say minimal, but some difference.
I think there is a slight difference. Like you don't need as many people maybe holding it because it's not coming straight from that water. I don't know. I guess the force of it won't be as strong because it is coming from a wall,
from like a pipe, right?
Right. Yeah. So it might not be as strong, but you're still gonna need some strength.
Of course,
but yeah, I remember holding that, and then there was a person behind me holding it, and then another person, and then we would switch out. They would call, I think, for us to switch out, and it was cool because we were doing it, and then when we put out, it was like a mock ship, a mock little like aircraft carrier. And then we put it out. We started to, like close the hose and then put everything back. And then they yelled out like flash fire. And then they relit the thing. So we had to fucking pick it back up and put hose on it.
Cool.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, so me doing that, I know how strong you have to be. And fucking her holding that shit by herself, that was just cool to see fire and water fighting. That was pretty dope. And then we get the John Wick scene. Yeah. We get his cameo, and that was fucking awesome because you could tell he was there to kill her and just do a job, but he didn't want to do that job.
Yeah, he did not.
He was just fighting her because to like subdue her, to give her a chance to get out or to stop what she's doing. But it was an awesome, and then it was an awesome scene, and we get to see.
Well, I think because he put himself in her shoes.
Yeah.
That's the reason why you let him like go do what you gotta do. Because I know how it feels. Like you want to get fucking guys killed.
Yeah.
Puppy.
yeah. His puppy, her dad. Yeah. I think he could sympathize with her story, and like you said, he knew what that revenge meant to her, so he related to it, and I think that's why he gave her that time, and he helped her when he sniped that the flamethrower guy.
Oh, true.
Because he was gonna kill her. But I like that fight scene, and we got to see a little bit of John Wick do his thing, which I wasn't expecting. I thought it was just gonna be that scene with Ana de Armas with Eve, and that was it. But it was nice to see him do his thing. And then, yeah, as you said, I did not expect that storyline with his sister at all. I did not see her coming back. What did I say, his sister? Oh, sorry.
So wait,
with her sister.
Their grandpa is him, right? Is
But he's a grandpa of everybody in the cult.
So he's like the father of the cult.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's his. I don't think she's actually his granddaughter. I think because
he referred to her when they have the dad as
his daughter, right?
So,
but
yeah,
I don't.
probably.
I think he calls all them his daughter and all them his
that's
sons.
that's what I'm trying to solidify.
I don't think it was bloodline because he still says the same thing about Norman Reedus' daughter, and she's biracial. So that clearly,
but that's his son.
Yeah, he said.
Oh, that was his son.
That's
You're
his
right.
son.
So that is his actual
So
granddaughter.
It could be them or the person next in line.
Yeah.
Maybe kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it could have been his daughter that was with that guy, and that's Eve's parents or that guy's kids. I don't know. I read it more as daughter of his cult, and that's what he was doing. But I could be wrong. But yeah, that was a film. I thought it was excellent, and I'm definitely expecting a trilogy to come from this. At the very least, a sequel. We got to get, especially with an audience score of 94%.
Yeah.
I
really
do know
gotta,
that the box
y'all
office.
gotta go see the movie.
Seriously.
Basically.
Well, if they're watching this, hopefully they did see it. But if not, we spoiled the shit out of it. But yeah, I mean, I think hopefully it picks up in the coming weeks. More people go to see it because it might be one of those films that the more the word gets out, the more people go see it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised it didn't. I'm trying to look up how much it did.
Okay.
Well, how do you think the story would go with them though? So it will be her, the ballerina girl.
So I think
maybe the Walking Dead guy.
Because the way it ended, there's a hit out for her.
Yeah, the way
$5 million.
Yeah, the way they set it up is the Ballerina 2 would play the same way John Wick 3
does
sets out, where it starts off with him escaping a hit.
Story, but just different person. Just from him to her.
I wouldn't say same story, but same like plot kind of her killing all these people that are trying to cash out on the hit.
Because I would like to see the story go from the guy from Walking Dead and her taking down everybody from the cult.
That too, to make sure that cult doesn't. Because didn't he say, "If you kill me, somebody else will rise"?
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, I would like to see that. Like maybe she evades the hit, and then Norman Reedus comes in, and then they go literally wipe out the cult. I would like to see that. Yeah, or maybe that's the third film. She takes care of. She somehow stops the hit on her. By I don't know. She takes out enough people and then they stop the hit, Or because I can't remember who put the hit on her. The Ruska Roma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe she makes a deal with them or she goes after the Ruska Roma. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Because remember, the guy said the hits. No, I'm thinking of a different movie. I was thinking of Accountant 2. Never mind. Because remember, I don't know if you've seen Accountant 2, but in that one, the way the hits work is either if the client dies or the hit is killed. Either the client expires or the person who put the mark dies. It's one of those two. And I was thinking that was the same rules.
So worldwide, it's 55 million.
Okay.
Domestically was 29.5, and then internationally was 27.
How did this 26. Not do big in Russia? Ooh, it's fucking about your Russian. Come on.
Well, I mean, like I said, 26 million, so maybe
most of that is Russia.
Yeah. Yeah, like even like some of the other people in the office, they're just not excited to see it.
Yeah.
You know, like, so on Friday opening night, it did 10.5 million,
okay,
which is pretty solid.
Yeah.
Saturday, which I was a part of, was the 8.1 million.
So are we.
So it's not doing horrible. I mean, that's all the way up until yesterday.
Do you know what the budget was?
I think it was like 80 million.
80 million? Okay.
Yeah, so they're in the red right now.
Right now?
Technically.
Oh, it's only been out 1 weekend?
Not even a weekend.
Not even a weekend. Yeah. So I think they still have time to get it up there.
Yeah.
And you said worldwide is how much?
Worldwide, with domestic and international together, is 55.5.
Okay.
Million.
So they still have about 30 million to go. Yeesh. Well, hopefully next weekend it gets up there. But let us know your guys' thoughts. What did you think of the film? We thoroughly enjoyed it, as you just heard. But we'd like to hear what you guys think. If you guys did not like it, or if you did, let us know why. Next things coming up. What we got, Kike? We got
Karate Kid
Legends.
Impossible.
That's right.
We've seen those movies. Now we're going to give you our coverage on that. And at the end of this month is what's her name? Riri. Ironheart.
Ooh, Ironheart. That's right.
Are they dropping all the episodes at once?
No. It's a 6 episode. I think they are dropping them all at once. Actually, yeah. It's a 6 episode events. I think is what they're calling it. Yeah, if you want to double check on that. But we still are going to be bringing you Last of Us Season 2, which turns out that's it for the season. There's only 7 episodes. Remember, I kept asking you, like, when the hell are they going to get it? Because they leave it on such a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I was like, what the? I was like, you bastards, you're going to make me wait a whole however long it is to get to Season 3. You jerks, but I love it.
Are you going to do How to Train a Dragon?
Oh, yes, and we are going to go see How to Train a Dragon live action this week. In a few days. Well, I don't know when this will air, but yeah, in a few days we will go see that. I'm down to do a review on that if you want.
So it is 6 episodes.
Yeah, and it's all dropping at once.
Episodically.
Oh, it is episodically. Yeah, I thought it said 6 episodes.
We get the first 2 episodes. Oh, we get the first half of the series.
So it's 3 and 3, right?
No, it's 3 episodes up front.
Okay.
On June 24th.
Okay.
And then July 1st, July 8th, and July 15th is the finale.
Okay.
So 3 and then 1.
Okay. Which, I totally forgot to do this at the top of the episode, but everyone, this is Kike's birthday episode. So happy birthday! Yeah, we haven't filmed. This is our first episode of June, so
yeah.
Big happy birthday to this guy. He's old man now.
35.
Yeah.
His birthday month. And Sandy's.
Yes, Sandy's. And big happy birthday to Sandy.
Yeah, babe, happy birthday. Birthday was
yesterday. Girl, yeah, the 10th, which is so cute that your birthday's on June 1st and then hers is June 10th, June 10. That's so cute.
So I'm a year and 9 days older.
Oh, she's 34?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
Hey, you're not supposed to say.
Oh, please, she looks great for her age, so I don't think she needs to worry about that. So happy birthday to you both. Yes.
Thank you.
And so yeah, we have those projects coming up. Oh, Stranger Things season 5. They just dropped when that's coming out, and that is going to be, so they're doing 3 parts, and the last part is going to be like a 2.5 hour part, so basically a movie. And I will bring up the dates. You, sir, need to get on those seasons.
I know.
I don't know when the hell you're gonna be able to knock those out. Let me pull up these.
With work and now soccer.
Oh yeah, you're the coach now, right? Nice.
Yeah, I only had signed up to be the assistant coach, and then they made me the head coach. I was like,
they're like, hey, about that assistant part,
yes.
we got nobody to head coach, so we're just gonna take care of it. Where is it at? Is this it?
You should think about putting the kids in. Well, at least Jeremiah will play, right?
Jeremiah's on. Yeah, he was in the soccer for school. So volume 1 of Stranger Things 5 will be November 26th, so right after Thanksgiving. Volume 2 comes out on Christmas, and then the final episode, which is that 2.5-hour episode, basically a movie, is on New Year's Eve. So this holiday season, Stranger Things 5, and we are most definitely going to be covering that for you all. We could probably do it by parts. Cover part 1, part 2, or volume 1, volume 2, and then that final episode. Because this is the series finale. There is no more Stranger Things after this. When? Dude, it's a fucking phenomenal show. They struggle with this.
I just can't get into it. I don't know why.
What?
Yeah.
I think, dude, to be fair, once you watch season 2, I think your mind will change. Because season 1 is a bit of a build-up. It's not that not as exciting as the rest of the seasons. Okay. Season 2 picks up, dude. Hell yeah, you'll really enjoy it. I think if you just push yourself to watch season 2, and after that you'll be like, yeah, I'm watching these.
I don't know. I like my Netflix reality shows way better.
Oh my goodness!
I just watched. I think it's called The Challenge.
So pretend it's a reality show,
How?
and the winner is the one who survives.
Oh.
They get a cash prize of 100,000.
Reality show. Watch the Mormon wives.
Oh God. Yeah, the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Oh, I remember you saying
the producer is fucking hooked to this. She was giving me all the tea every episode.
I would literally walk on my phone watching it everywhere. And at work, too, I'll be like moving the phone with me everywhere.
Yeah, she could not get enough of that show. She already ran through the whole series. Well, 2 seasons, right?
2 seasons,
yeah. In like a week. So she was on it, yeah. So that's what's coming up. We will be giving you guys our review on Andor Season 2 with a special guest, Addy from Filmatics. He's excited to come on and talk Andor. So those are some projects coming up. Stay tuned for that. Kike, any last key points on Ballerina? Besides for them to go watch it. If you guys are watching this, tell your people to go watch it. Yeah.
It's definitely not a kid movie. You know, it's very, very bloody, but
yeah,
I mean,
it's great gun porn. Shout out to Filmatics for that term, because when they said that, I was like, it 100% is gun porn. All the John Wick films, and I love that term. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah. Go see it. Just go see it, guys, to support. And it's the only way we're gonna get more movies of this caliber in this genre. If you guys won't go see the fucking movie, that's it. It's over with.
Yeah, they're probably not going to continue it, unfortunately. Well, John Wick, or Keanu Reeves is still doing that anime of John Wick, right?
Oh, that's right.
I think that's about it. Because he said it himself, he can't do any more John Wick films because of his knees. Mm-hmm. He won't let him.
I've seen it on John Wick 4.
Yeah. You could tell. He was like, this is it.
I don't blame the guy.
Yeah, no, seriously. And that's the thing I love about Keanu Reeves is he's a dedicated actor. So he gives his all into the project. And you could tell with these John Wick films. So, so that's going to do it for us today. We want to thank you all for joining us yet again. And Kike, as always, I'm with you.
To the end of the line.
Das Vidania.
If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Also, hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all our new episodes and more.
Oh!